Third-party support is ramping up on the Nintendo Switch 2, and it's gonna be getting even more exciting. 2026 is going to be the year that Xbox games are going to shine on Nintendo Switch 2. Let's get straight into it. So Xbox has said the reason why there's not too many Xbox games on the Nintendo Switch 2 yet is because they got their development kit later than other companies like Square Enix. And this is a very interesting thing because now we can finally start to see the shift with Xbox games on Nintendo Switch 2, which is awesome. Then you can take your games anywhere you want. I'm honestly really excited for something like this because I enjoy playing third-party games or AAA third-party games on the Nintendo Switch 2 because then you can take that system anywhere you want. Now, one game in particular that will be coming out in 2026 is Halo Campaign Evolved. Now this is going to be the remaster or remake of Halo Combat Evolved, which honestly looks awesome, and if you haven't been living under a rock, you'll know that every single platform was named but the Nintendo Switch 2. So in 2026 we should be seeing this game. Xbox says that they are going to be a big supporter for the Nintendo Switch 2, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Also, a potential game that we could be seeing is another racing game, Forza Horizon 6. Now this game is set to release in 2026 and just maybe we could also see that game on the Nintendo Switch 2. It would be more than welcome at home on the Switch 2 because then you can take it in portable mode or you can play it on the big screen. No matter which way you want to play it, there you go. The reason why I think having a whole bunch of AAA third-party games on the Switch 2 is good is because then if you want to play your AAA third-party game, you can play that and then switch over to a Nintendo game, or you can just simply just take it, bring it wherever you want, put it on the big screen, and there you go. It makes a lot of sense. Now, other games that have actually been announced is Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now, this game is going to be coming to Nintendo Switch 2, which honestly really is awesome. We're also going to be seeing Fallout 4, which is pretty cool as well. A bunch of different games are going to be making their way to the Nintendo Switch 2. So if you thought that the later part of 2025 for games have been a little bit of a letdown, third-party games, well, not to worry anymore. 2026 is finally going to change that, and honestly, it's going to be awesome. One other game that you might be wondering, where in the world is this game? Xbox said that they were going to bring this game for a 10-year deal. Call of Duty? Well, yes, Xbox is actually going to be releasing that game as well in 2026. It is most likely going to be Call of Duty Black Ops 7, but maybe it could be the brand new Call of Duty game for that year. We'll have to see, but overall, right now is looking really, really awesome. So many games are making their way to the Nintendo Switch 2. It's really exciting. It's such an exciting time because honestly, I love Xbox games. Xbox games I think are really good. But not only Xbox games, there's a lot of other developers that want to bring their games to the Nintendo Switch 2. Arguably one of the biggest games this year, Expedition 33, is set to release on the Nintendo Switch 2, which is really, really cool, by the way. So we're going to have to see in 2026 how this is going to be coming, all of these beautiful games, which honestly, it's cool. But now, there's one big concern about AAA third-party games. If the games aren't on the cartridge, well then you might have a little bit of a storage issue. So if you don't know, the Nintendo Switch 2 SD card are pretty expensive. You have to get the specific Express SD card to get more and more storage. You can't just use the normal SD card. You need to have the micro SD Express card to work on the Switch 2. So it might be a little bit of expensive. I believe it's $100 per about 120 gigabytes. So it's a little bit rough out there trying to get yourself a higher storage. So maybe what you're going to have to do for some of these games, if they're not on the physical cartridge, which looks like most of them aren't going to be on the physical cartridge because we could probably assume that Halo Campaign Evolved is going to be a key card and is going to be like 80 gigabytes or something. So really, you only have room for probably 3 games if you already don't have any games whatsoever. So yeah, it's just something that you gotta look out for. But if that's not enough, well then just go out and try to find yourself a cheaper alternative to the Nintendo Switch SD card. Hopefully you can find one. I wish you the best of luck. But overall, that is still very exciting to finally be seeing some Xbox games making their way. And maybe, who knows, we can see even more games like PlayStation or something else. Because this would definitely be a very, very interesting thing. Imagine seeing something like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, or something like that. I feel like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart might be a little bit older than, but it might still come. Or a Spider-Man game on the Nintendo platforms, because we did originally get a Spider-Man game before, which honestly, it worked fine on the DS, so why not now in 2025 or 2026? Who knows, we might get something like that. But at the end of the day, this is some really, really good news, seeing a whole bunch of these games releasing. Now, of course, Elden Ring has been delayed for the Nintendo Switch 2, which is a little bit sad, but you want to see that game at the perfect light. You'll want to see it run and play super, super good. So hey, maybe a delay isn't the worst thing in the world. At the end of the day, most games are working just fine on the Nintendo Switch 2, so you just gotta ask yourself, are you really looking for the highest FPS? Because maybe the Switch 2 isn't for you. But if you just want a nice simple way to bring it wherever you want, or to play it on the TV as well, and you also want to play Nintendo games and you don't want to have 5,000 consoles, Switch 2 is perfect for that, because honestly, it's going to get a lot of different games, and it's really exciting thing out there. And just maybe you can get the entire game on the cartridge if some of these games are less than 64 gigabytes. But you're gonna wonder, one thing that I want to bring up is the Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. That game is about 44 gigabytes, which is a lot. So I wonder what happens when the Nintendo games pass 64 gigabytes, because that's the size of the cartridge. Are we going to be seeing a 120 gigabyte cartridge? Then just maybe we could see all of the third-party AAA games make their way to a physical cartridge. Most of them are most likely going to be key cards though, but hopefully we can see something brand new. New cartridges, new something. I would love to see it, because cartridges, I've always said it, having the physical game is the best thing. It honestly is the best thing for you, because you got the physical game and they can't take it away. No matter what they do, they can't take away your game. So overall, it's just a very, very interesting thing, and I can't wait to play Halo Campaign Evolved on the Nintendo Switch 2, because honestly, this game looks good. It's a full remake, full remaster of the original Halo game, which was one of the best games ever played. And so, maybe we're going to be seeing that as a perfect thing. Maybe we could see it at 4K 30 FPS or something like that. That would be really, really awesome. So I wonder what the Nintendo Switch 2 has in store for us. Anyways, what do you think about this? Are you excited for third-party AAA games to be making their way to Nintendo Switch 2? Or are you just excited for the Xbox variant of those third-party AAA games? Anyways, let me know what you think about all of these things. We are so close to 2,000 subscribers. Hey, consider to hit the subscribe button. I do a bunch of different Nintendo content. May that be The Legend of Zelda, Mario, a whole bunch of things, news, content, whatever it is. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed. That being said, see you in the next one.